Good morning, children. As you all know that yesterday we have done comparison of unit fraction. So today we will understand what is fraction wall and how the different fractions or a whole can be divided into different fractions, and each fraction will be your unit fraction only. This is very important to understand this fraction wall, which is going to help you in comparing our unit fraction, which is our next exercise. So as you can see this fraction wall, one whole can be written 1 upon 1 in the fraction form. So that will become whole. When we fold it from half, then each part, that whole will be divided into two parts, and each part will become 1 by 2 because total parts are 2 and each part will represent 1 by 2. Now if that whole will be divided into 3 parts, then each part will represent 1 by 3 because total part are 3. Similarly, if we'll fold it into 4 parts, now here you have to see the length of each strip is same as of first whole. The length of the strip is same, but the only difference is that part will be divided into, number of parts will be increasing in every strip. Now next is we will divide it into 4 parts, then each part will represent 1 by 4. Now in the next step, if we will divide it into 5 parts, then each part will represent 1 by 5. Similarly with the 6, each part will be representing 1 by 6. And if we will divide it into 8 parts, then each part will represent 1 by 8. As you can see, as the denominator is increasing, that part or that portion of that fraction will be getting smaller. Now if we'll take 10 parts of that strip only, each part will represent 1 by 10. If we'll come to 12 parts, then each part will represent 1 by 12. And you can see a clear difference between the fraction 1 by 12 and 1 by 2. Now from this fraction wall only you can see and you can tell me which is greater, 1 by 12 or 1 by 2? Yes, correct, 1 by 2 is greater. So this fraction wall is a clear comparison of unit fraction. Now this kind of activity only we have done yesterday, where there is a comparison of 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So if you can see 1 by 2 portion of 1 and 1 by 3 portion of the second one, then you can find out the difference, which is greater, 1 by 2 or 1 by 3. Correct, 1 by 2 is greater. So what you have concluded from this fraction wall? Have you concluded, have you summarized anything from this fraction wall? Yes. What is the summary of this fraction wall is, as we increase the denominator, that fraction will become smaller. As we increase the denominator, that fraction will become smaller. Got it? That is the summary of this fraction wall. And by looking at the fraction wall, you can clearly compare all the unit fractions. Fine. Now this fraction wall will give you a clear comparison of 1 by 2 and 1 by 8. See, 1 by 2 and 1 by 8 is there. Which is greater? But obvious, 1 by 2 is greater because that length of the strip is greater. Okay, one more thing, 1 by 3 or 1 by 7, which is greater? Yes, correct, 1 by 3 is greater because the strip is greater than 1 by 7. So like this you can clearly compare with this strip activity, with this fraction wall, you can clearly compare all the unit fractions. So this only you have to understand with this fraction wall, and this clear comparison I have taken from this slide also. Now from 1 by 5 and 1 by 8, which is greater? Because 8 is greater than 5, but when it will come to the fraction, the denominator which has greater number, that fraction will become lesser. So remember this thing, and then you can do the comparison orally also. So now we'll do one worksheet related to that comparing fraction only. So a few of the question we will do it here. Now you have to remember the summary and then you will tell me the answer. Now out of, use the correct symbol greater, smaller or equal to show how the fraction compare. Now here 1 by 2 is greater or 1 by 3? Yes, correct. 1 by 2 is greater. Now come to the next, 1 by 5 is greater or 1 by 4? Yes, correct. 1 by 4 is greater in this. Remember the rule, 1 by 3, 1 by 10. Correct. 1 by 3 is greater because the denominator as smaller denominator become the greater fraction. Now 2 by 4 and 1 by 2. Now see here, if we will reduce this 2 by 4 or 1 by 2, remember the previous exercise, 1 by 2, if we will multiply 2 by the numerator, and here if you will multiply 2 by the numerator, and if you will multiply 2 by the denominator, so you will get 2 by 4 only. So here we will put a sign of equal to. Now which is greater, 2 by 5 or 1 by 5? Now these are like fraction. The denominator is same. These are like fraction. So 2 by 5 will be greater. Now come to the next, 2 by 9 and 5 by 9. Which is greater? Yes, 5 by 9 is greater. Now 3 by 10, 3 by 10. You will put equal to 1 by 2 and 1 by 5. Now which is greater? Again as an example of unit fraction. So 1 by 2 is greater here. Come to the next, 2 by 7 and 2 by 5. Now how will you find it out this? 2 by 7 and 2 by 5. See, for finding this you can use like fraction method, and then you can do this. What you will do here, you will multiply this by 7 with the numerator and the denominator. So this question number 9, you are going to compare it, and then you will get it that 2 by 5 will be greater. Now the next 5 by 10 will be reduced to 1 by 2, so this will be equal. Now 4 by 9 and 2 by 9, but obvious whichever numerator is greater, that will be greater. Fine. So like this. Now tell me 1 by 9 or 1 by 8, which is greater? 1 by 8 is greater. 4 by 10 and 7 by 10. As I told you, if the denominator is same, then the numerator having a greater number, that will become your greater fraction. So now next is will be equal to, then this will be, again this will be your comparison by like fraction. Here again 1 by 4 is greater, then here 5 by 8 is greater, and then similarly in this question also you will find it out. 2 by 4 and 3 by 6, that will become equal because 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So like this you can compare any fraction by looking at the numerator or denominator, or by reducing it into lower form. So now we'll start our exercise 5.2, that is related to comparison of unit fraction. So let's start the exercise. So yesterday we have seen comparison of unit fractions, and we have seen our two method of comparing the fraction, that is like fraction method and cross multiplication method. So we'll revise those method, and after that we will start with our lab activity also. So now like fraction. Like fraction means when you are going to multiply the given unit fraction by any number by its numerator and denominator. Multiplication you will do it by its numerator and denominator, and both the fraction will have the same denominator, and then easily you can compare it. So that method is called like fraction method. Another method is cross multiplication method. The numerator will be multiplied by the denominator of second fraction, and the denominator of first fraction will be multiplied by the numerator, and we are going to compare the numbers. 3 is greater than 2, so the fraction which has greater denominator, that will become lesser. So that is your cross multiplication method. So now this lab activity we have seen yesterday, and I have told you to do it in your copy also. What exactly you have to do? Now you have seen fraction wall also. So I hope that activity will be understood by you all, that two rectangular strips you have to take. You have to take two rectangular strips, and from that two rectangular strips you have to make 1 by 2, and from another strip you have to make 1 by 3. After that color it with different color, and then cut out that 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 portion, and then you will compare that 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 portion of it. Now you will clearly, you can see from this activity only that 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 3. Now we conclude that of the given two unit fraction, the one with smaller denominator is greater than other. The one with smaller denominator is greater than the other. So now this comparison only exercise we have. Now question number 1. Which fraction is greater in each pair? Verify your answer by cross multiplication method. See children, I have told you yesterday only that how will you apply like fraction method and how will you apply cross multiplication method, because sometime it is given in the question that which fraction is greater in each pair. Verify your answer by cross multiplication. So whenever it is given that by cross multiplication, then you are supposed to do the question by using cross multiplication method only. So let's start with that question number 1 by using that cross multiplication method. A part we will start right now. So let's start our question number 1 of exercise 5.2. In this question you are supposed to use cross multiplication method. Now 1 by 7 and 1 by 9 are two unit fractions which have been given. Now how will you apply this cross multiplication fraction? You will do cross multiplication here. Now here 1 multiplied by 9 which will be equal to 9. Another 1 will be multiplied by 7 which is equal to 7. Now here you can see 9 is greater than 7. 9 is greater than 7. But what we have concluded? Therefore, the denominator which has lesser number, or the smaller the denominator, greater the fraction is. Smaller the denominator, greater the fraction is. So what it will become? That the number which is smaller the denominator, greater is the fraction. Fine. If the number is smaller, that smaller number will have the greater fraction. So this is the method of cross multiplication, and by this method only you are supposed to do this question number 1. Now we'll see B part again. 1 by 11 and 1 by 7 will be given to you. Now what is the first step? First step is cross multiplication of 1 by 11 and 1 by 7. First step is cross multiplication of these 1 by 11 and 1 by 7. Now 1 will be multiplied by 7, which is equal to 7, and 1 will be multiplied by 11, which is equal to 11. Now here we can see that 11 is greater than 7. Yes, 11 is greater than 7. Now what we have concluded from the activity, that is 1 by 7, smaller the denominator, greater the fraction. Smaller the denominator, greater the fraction is. And what is this method? Correct. Now this method is called cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method. And it is very easy to do with this method. So you can do all the question wherever you have to compare, whether you have to tell greater the number, whether you have to tell smaller number in a given fraction, you can opt for this cross multiplication method only. Now next is 1 by 3 and 1 by 9. So 1 by 3 and 1 by 9 will do it. So children, what is the first step? First step is cross multiplication of given fraction. So we will do cross multiplication here. 1 will be multiplied by 9, we will get it 9. Next is 1 will be multiplied by 3, we will get it 3. Now here you can see 9 is greater than 3. Now what we have concluded? Smaller the denominator, the fraction will become greater. So here 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 9. See children, in this we will do all the question here. Quite easy question. With this method only you can tell which is greater and which is smaller. Now here, what is the first step? Now steps you are only going to tell me, beta. Cross multiplication here. After that 25 will be multiplying by 1 multiply by 25, we will get 25. Next is 1 multiply by 17, we will get 17. As you can see that 25 is greater than 17. But smaller the denominator, greater the fraction. Remember this rule. So 1 by 25. So like this we have done all the part of question 1. Now in question number 2 you have to tell which fraction is smaller in each pair. In question number 2 you have to tell which fraction is smaller in each pair. Again we are going to opt that cross multiplication method only, because that cross multiplication method is quite easy for you all. You can easily do that. And then we'll come to question number 3. Fine. Now question number 2, which fraction is smaller in each pair? Now question number 2, which fraction is smaller in each pair? Now pair have been given 1 by 25 and 1 by 23. Now it is not given here that verify your answer by cross multiplication. So simply by comparing these fraction you can tell that which fraction is smaller. Which fraction is smaller? Smaller the denominator, greater the fraction. So here 1 by 25 is smaller than 1 by 23. Remember this rule, and this rule will only help you. You can write like this also, you can write in word also. Fine. Now in B part 1 by 11 and 1 by 17 you have. Now which is smaller? Yes. Smaller the denominator, greater the fraction. So here 1 by 17 is smaller than 1 by 11. Now come to C part. 1 by 9 and 1 by 99. Okay, now tell me which is smaller. Greater the denominator, smaller the fraction. So here 1 by 99 is smaller than 1 by 9. You can write in words also that 1 by 99 is smaller than 1 by 9. It's totally up to you, this or this. Now D part is 1 by 15 and 1 by 23. So which is smaller? Yes, 1 by 23 is smaller than 1 by 15. Fine. So what we have found it here, that greater the denominator, smaller the fraction. Greater the denominator, smaller the fraction. In every question, the denominator which is bigger, that will become smaller. The greater the denominator, the fraction become smaller. Got it? Now question number 3. In question number 3, again you have to compare. Now fractions have been given as we have done in the activity in the beginning of the video. Just like that, activity will be given here. Question number 3 will be given, and that you can simply, you have to put the sign greater, smaller or equal to in the box to make a correct sentence. Now you have to write only that symbol. That symbol you will write and completed this question number 3. You will do this question number 3 in your copy also. Now question number 4. There are some packets of potato chips in a shop. Fine. There are some packets of potato chips in a shop. Rajni bought 1 by 3 of the packets and Vicky bought 1 by 7 of the packets. Okay, now each packet cost rupees 20. Who paid less money? Who paid less money? See, in this question you have to understand. What you have to understand? You have to understand this. Which fraction is greater? 1 by 3 of whole packet or 1 by 7 of whole packet? Now here you have to remember the rule that what I have told you, that greater the denominator, smaller the fraction, or smaller the denominator, greater the fraction. It means who bought more? 1 by 3 is greater or 1 by 7 is greater. So here clearly you can see that 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 7. Then who will paid more money or who will paid less money? But obvious, whose fraction is lesser, that will only going to pay less money. So here in this question, Vicky paid less money for the chips. Now in this question it is not asked that what is the cost money, what is the price paid by Rajni or what is the money paid by Vicky. The only question is who paid less money. If we will compare those fractions, that what amount of packet Rajni has brought and what fraction of packet Vicky has brought, and by comparing the fraction only you can tell the answer. Who paid less money? Then Vicky paid less money, because 1 by 7, the fraction of Vicky is lesser than fraction of Rajni. So obviously Vicky has paid less money. So quickly I will tell you what will be the statement you are going to write. So children, as you can see this question number 4, the statement will be fraction of packets bought by Rajni, fraction of packets bought by Rajni, that is 1 by 3, and fraction of packets bought by Vicky. So here we know that, what we know that? Yes, we know that 7 is greater than 3. So now greater the number, lesser the fraction. Now here 1 by 7 will be less than 1 by 3. Therefore, now 1 by 7 is a fraction of packet bought by Vicky. Therefore, Vicky paid less money than Rajni. What you will write in this question? First statement will be fraction of packets bought by Rajni, that is 1 by 3. Now fraction of packets bought by Vicky, that is 1 by 7. We know that 7 is greater than 3. So greater the number, greater the denominator, lesser the fraction. So here 1 by 7 will be less than 1 by 3. Therefore, Vicky paid less money than Rajni. Quite easy question. Similarly, now question number 5 we will do it. Vishal and Abdul sat for an examination. Vishal finished his examination earlier by 1 by 4 of the total time, and Abdul finished earlier by 1 by 5 of the total time. Now, who took more time in writing the examination? Now, who took more time in writing the examination? That we will find it out after comparing these two fractions. Now, first statement will be time taken by Vishal, or fraction of total time took by Vishal, and fraction of total time took by Abdul. Then who took more time in writing the examination? That we will be knowing after comparing the given two fractions, that is 1 by 4 and 1 by 5. So let's start the question. We will find it out what will be the statement of this question. So here question number 5. What will be the first statement? Fraction of time or fraction of total time taken by Vishal. Now fraction of total time taken by Vishal is 1 by 4. Then fraction of total time taken by Abdul, that is 1 by 5. Now we know that, what we know that? We know that 5 is greater than 4. 5 is greater than 4. Now greater the denominator, lesser the fraction is. So here 1 by 5 is lesser than 1 by 4. Now what is the question? Yes, the question is who took more time to write. Now one who has taken the lesser time, he has not taken the more time. One who took more time, that is whichever fraction is greater, that person has taken more time. So here, therefore, Vishal took more time, or here taken more time in writing the examination. Do you understand? Now the fraction which is greater, that much time will be taken by that person. So now here 1 by 4 is greater. 1 by 4 is greater, then Vishal has taken more time in writing the examination. So what we have done, the first statement is fraction of total time taken by Vishal, that is 1 by 4. Fraction of total time taken by Abdul, that is 1 by 5. Now we know that 5 is greater than 4. Now here 1 by 5 will become lesser. So in this, it is not asked who took less time. It is asked who took more time. More means the bigger one was asked. So Vishal taken more time in writing the examination. Now here if we'll take some example, if we'll take example of 60 minutes or we will take example of 40 minutes. So 1 by 4 of 40 will become 4 tens are 40. This will become 10 minutes. Then here 40 will be 5 8s are 40. That will become 8 minutes. So who took more time? 10 minutes is more than 8 minutes. This example I have taken to make you understand. 40 minutes exam you have. So if a child has done in 10 minutes and one child has done in 8 minutes, then who took more time? 10 minutes has taken more time. So like this only Vishal took more time. 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 5. Therefore Vishal taken more time. Here if you are getting confused, you can write this also. 1 by 4 is greater than 1 by 5. So greater will be first, then Vishal taken more time in writing the examination. So I hope this question is clear to you all. So with this question we have completed our exercise 5.2, and this question number 3 you will do it yourself. Comparison of fraction that I have told you in the beginning of that video only. So that you will do it and complete this exercise 5.2 in your maths notebook. So that's all for today. Good day children.